Hey guys, Brian the cell phone guy here again. Today we're going to take a look at the third video in the series on the Siyata SD7 Ultra. And in this video, we're going to continue on in our series on the owner's manual, and we're going to look at the SOS system and the systems options. So first we're going to go into the menu and we're going to go to SOS. Push down on the button, and this gives us a couple of choices: emergency SMS or PTT SOS. Now, PTT SOS is where an app that's a third-party app that's loaded onto the device called ES Chat will run the PTT SOS system for us. And if you want more information about ES Chat, there are 10 videos on this channel that will give you a full introduction to the use and the features of ES Chat. So take a look at that if you're interested. Now, the other one that we are going to look at here is the emergency SMS. Now what this is, this allows you to program in 3 phone numbers and then to program in a text message that you can manually send to any of those 3 numbers. And these are the numbers that you would normally put in. They wouldn't be 911 like police, fire, and emergency. This is more like your site supervisor, your foreman, your IT guy, your administrator, anyone that you feel can help you with whatever you would classify as an emergency. So I'm going to show you how to put those phone numbers in. So we go through to SOS. Silent SOS just means that when this thing is sending out its SOS, it'll make no noise. Here's your text message. So push down on the button and you'll get a full QWERTY keyboard. So what we're going to do first is we're going to scroll through to the caps lock button and select that. And then we're going to type in the word that we want to use as part of our message. Now, if you make a mistake here, you scroll through until you come to the back arrow, select that, and it'll take the letters off one at a time. If you're happy with the message, then you push the check mark, and then that'll set the text message as hello. The next thing that we're going to look at is the system menu. So we're going to take a look at that now. So step number 1 is the display. We go in there and it gives us the device name. Display orientation is kind of a unique thing. What it does is it flips the screen 180 degrees. So if you push in on this, when you click it again, you'll see that the screen is reversed. Now you might think this is a bit strange, but look at it this way. If you're wearing it on your belt like this, now you can see and read the screen clearly. If you want to go back to the normal method, you simply click again and it reverts back to the normal. Theme. In some situations, it might be a little bit hard to see the white text on the blue background. So if we click in here and then we rotate the knob, it'll give us some choices. So here we have yellow text on a blue background, yellow text on a red background, black text on a yellow background, white text on a red background, white text on a black background, or black text on a white background. And these are just the choices that you get to make it easier to see the display. The buttons. Now, these are the programmable buttons. Now, on the side of the device, you'll see these 2 buttons, and a lot of people think these are volume up and down, but they're not. This is button number 1, this is button number 2, and then on the face of the device, we have button number 3, which is also called the front button. So I'm just going to show you how to program those. So push in. Button number 1 is not assigned, so we push in. So we go to the first message, which is screen orientation. Now to lock this in, you don't actually push the button on the side of the device, you push down on the knob as well. So now button number 1 is set at screen orientation. Button number 2, we're going to set to the flashlight. And the front button, we're going to set to home screen. And this will just give us a quick way to get back to the home screen if we need to. There we go, just like that. Alerts. This is an on-off toggle. So there's two alerts that you can toggle on and off: the low battery alert and the no network alert. PTT button delay. This one's not used at the present time, so we're just going to skip this for now. VK7 settings. The VK stands for vehicle kit, and this is the device that you put in your vehicle so that you can put the radio in the vehicle so you can talk hands-free. So the first one is auto shutdown, and what this does is it allows the radio to shut off when the truck is shut off. So you might want to use this if you forget to turn off the radio, you run the battery down, but also what this will do is if you turn this off, it allows you to arrive at your destination and continue on with a phone call with the truck shut off if your company has a no idling policy. Two-step power down is a way to make sure that you don't accidentally turn the radio off simply by turning the volume knob. So let's get back in here to show you this. So if you select this and you click it to on, now what's going to happen is if you turn this knob and you turn the device off, it does not shut off the radio until you push down on this knob. And now it goes into the power off cycle. So now we're just going to turn it back on. The next item in the menu is date and time. So we'll push in on that. This gives you a choice of network time, network zone, or format 24-hour clock. Now what this does, network time is what time it actually is where you are. Network zone is what zone you're in. So Eastern Standard, Mountain Daylight, Pacific Standard, things like that. And of course 24-hour time is the military time. Settings lock. This one is important. And if you go to set this on, you're going to click it and it's going to tell you that the standard passcode is the number 0 6 times. And you can click to change this. So if we click it, and don't use 1 2 3 4 5 6, but this is just to show you what it'll do. Now, if you use this particular system, what it'll do is it'll lock your end user out of some of the features on the phone. So he won't be able to use the network settings, the location settings, the system settings, or the SOS settings. And that's handy because sometimes an end user won't know what these are for, and they can kind of make a mess of the radio if they get into something that they shouldn't be playing in. So it's probably best if this is left up to the IT person or the administrator. And because we have the lock set, it's going to ask for the lock every time you go in here. So we're just going to put it in. It's 1 2 3 4 5 6, which is what we've chosen for now. And that gets you back into the display. The next one is language. Now on these devices, you can choose from English, French, or Spanish. And that's a simple toggle onto the one that you want to go with, and then just leave it at that. FOTA update is firmware over-the-air upgrade. So this allows the system to push updates to the radios without having to call them all back into the office. It'll do them while they're in the field. Reset options, you have a couple here. So network reset. This is if your radio has frozen up or it's just not performing well, sometimes the first troubleshooting step you can do is a network reset, and that way it just releases its grip on the network and reestablishes it, and hopefully that clears up most of the issues. Oops. And every time we do this, we're going to have to put the password in until we take that out. But like I say, I do recommend that you put a password on the devices before you hand them out to the end users. Now the other one in reset options is all data. So we're going to choose that, click it to confirm. And what this is going to do is it's going to erase everything that we've put into the phone. So it's going to take out the phone numbers that we used for the SOS. It's going to take out the text message we used. It's going to remove the lock code. It's going to reset the language to English. It'll reset the screen orientation to what they call normal, and basically make it as if it was a brand new radio. And this is another reason why you want to put a lock code on the device, because if you don't put a lock code on and your end user is playing with the device and they go in and they reset it, then you're going to have to redo everything on the radio before it's back to where you wanted it to be. So that's pretty much everything that we have in the menu on this device. So there are more videos coming, so please hit the like and the subscribe button so you'll be notified when they arrive. And that's all we have for now. Thanks for watching.